Good morning, Professor. This is my assignment 1 video for the physics class. I will start with the structure that I have for my game objects. I have a common base class for them all, the character class, which is then divided up into 3 subclasses: platform, bird, and pig, with their respective subclasses. There's probably a better way to or a more efficient way without having all of these classes. But this seems like the most straightforward way for me to define individual behaviors and attributes right now. So as of now, they will stay, and this is these are all these all inherit from GameObject 2D, and they all have this init physics function. As far as the other structure that I can show here, I've decided to make a physics manager, which keeps track of the physics world and then the variables needed to make that work. And then this is set up as a singleton. I've also decided to make a scene manager, which will help with hosting the levels that I will want to make. And this is just the basic structure that we had when we were in the engine class. I'm pretty sure this is just what made the most sense for me to do. And then I've also added a little load resources folder to keep game CPP pretty clean. So this is game CPP. It's got a lot of this, which I can actually take out. I haven't thought to do it yet. But this is constructor's pretty clean. Initialize is very clean. We just have the physics manager. When we get to load content, we have load resources, the sort bucket, and then the scene manager. In the update, we just do 2 calls to update, draws nothing, and then unload. We delete that, and then we terminate all of the singletons. So when we jump in, we'll see we have every bird. The stone platform has a different friction than the rest of the other platforms. I have all of the birds, and then the reason that we saw that big bird is because you said you wanted to see scale. So I've have this bird is rotated and scaled when it spawns in. I don't foresee using scale that much. I plan on following the sprite sizes. I've been using the sprite sizes to determine the sizes of the birds. So I plan on using that. But I put it in there so that you could see it. Let's see what I wanted to go into. Here's all my characters. So we can see, let's just pop over into, this is the main character base class. If we jump into a bird, this is the bird base class, just that and this. And then let's go into the big red bird where we have the init physics override, and then this is pretty constant through all of my classes, is in the override constructor we have x and y position and then a rotation to start with, and then we call in it physics, and then in here we can define the differences between the density, the friction, the bounciness, all that fun stuff. And so each of my birds and platforms and pigs can have different physics values that are defined here. I didn't completely implement the scaling. I have it here prototyped in the Bluebird. Again, I don't really want to use it, but the way that I made that work is I just took that in, set the scale x and the scale y to that, and then put that into the physics box here. And that's how that works. I think that is it for everything. So thank you so much, and I will see you in class.